I got home yesterday and called Joe to see if you wanted to see The Invisible Man last night that's out.
Yes.
Not a remake, I guess, like a reboot.
Well,
Or just
no,
a version,
I
or
think
just a
it's
version of it.
So, I mean, I can't remember enough about the original, but like it's. I was never a huge Invisible Man guy, but I think it counts as a remake. I think it's I mean, look, it's not a reboot because, well, look, we're gonna go spoiler crazy right now.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's first
That's
spoiler.
right. You do a movie podcast. So I'm like, oh yeah, spoiler alert, everybody, for the Invisible Man remake that is out right now. And I'll tell you, if you didn't see it, it sucks shit. So you might just want to listen to the spoiler because it was a big old bucket of fucking. Can we get out of this movie theater already?
I can't understand. Like, so many people are saying it's so great because of,
why were the reviews so amazing?
Because it's a gender statement. It's about a woman being harassed by a man and nobody believing her, which I appreciate. I think that's a very cool new take on this. But I also think it still
actually, whenever I hit Christine and she's like, "What do I tell people?" I go, "It was the invisible man inside your head did that."
Yeah, I know. You wacko.
You wacko. You punched yourself like a crazy person.
You tell them you punched yourself.
You told me an invisible man broke in and I made a crazy suit that gets invisible. And the movie is about a woman. It starts off her escaping, or obviously a very, very long scene to make a very unnecessarily long scene to make a point of she is escaping an abusive husband.
I thought that scene was cool.
It was long though.
It was long, but I felt like that helped. It was.
I'm going retroactive on realizing I didn't realize that every time someone goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a drink around the corner," it was gonna be like a 17-minute slow walk scene to the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like, everything was like a slow walk in this movie.
Right.
But she escapes. She's freaked out. You know, she escapes and goes to a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
She's very nervous and skittish and all kinds of like traumatized by it, and then finds out 2 weeks later that he killed himself, her ex.
Right.
That she ran from has killed himself, and he's dead. And also that she is due to like $5 million something of his estate. And which is how they find out where she's staying when she ran away, obviously. And then she begins to get harassed by an invisible man that she knows is her very wealthy, very powerful husband who made all of his money in optics.
Yes.
And now has... okay, I won't jump ahead.
All right, so first of all, let me just cut in. Can I cut in?
Please.
My first gripe with this flick was these are the universal monsters. These are the classic monsters. Everybody tell you Frankenstein, Dracula,
abusive husband.
Yeah. Invisible Man, the Wolf Man, this Creature from the Black Lagoon. These are the classic universal monsters.
Chicken Mr. Hyde.
There is nothing fun about this. There is nothing exciting about it. It is so heavy-handedly somber because they are driving home this commentary on abuse so hard that I felt like I was watching almost like a movie like Sleepers is a bad example, but something like Sleepers where you're like, this is really about boy rape. Man, they're really this sucks. This is really dark. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's a horror movie at the end of the day. It should be a little bit fun sometimes.
Yeah, why it also bites nut is that in everything Invisible Man-y historically has been like something he was like afflicted with, I believe, right? Even if the one, I think the Kevin Bacon one, Hollow Man, I think even that was one where he goes invisible. He was trying to make that happen, I think, right? But then he couldn't get out of it.
The classic story is, much more along the lines of the guy obtains the ability through science and then can't get out of it and starts to go fucking crazy.
Right.
So that's, to me, a fascinating...
Right. This is a guy who wants to chase after his... I don't know, man. This girl's not a good sell as like something that somebody would go through this crazy ordeal for.
What's Elizabeth Moss?
Yeah, that's her name. The Handmaid's Tale.
Who is a very... It's not even a commentary on it, but it's like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to believe this billionaire. She even says in the movie, you could have any woman you want. Why me? And it's like, yeah, we're all kind of wondering that right now. She's very plain Jane. It's like, I don't understand. It's like a very weird, and they never, but here's the thing. I'm not saying somebody can't love somebody like that. That's not what I mean. I'm not being a dick. What I'm saying is you have to establish why he's obsessed with you. They never do any of that.
The guys, clearly they say he's a narcissist, like lunatic, whatever. this and that. He goes, why is he not with like a model chick? You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought was weird. If they were a hard couple to buy in the situation.
Their explanation is one time his brother lawyer goes, because you were the only one that ever said no to him. It's like, come on, dude. That's not enough. That's not enough. It's just not enough. So he goes invisible, which we don't know why yet.
Okay.
But first of all, he's invisible, and you know he's invisible, and she's trying to, convince everybody that he's invisible. Nobody believes her and all that stuff. And then...
Well, the problem is they put her... I thought there's a problem, too. They put her living in a house with a black dude and his teenage daughter, and they don't believe her invisible man story, and I feel like black people would be super willing to accept that very quickly.
Why?
Like, there's a demon in this house after me. Woo! I'm going to go cook up something and something with this.
I want to add that.
Woo-wee, what? Invisible who? Is he white? Damn. Woo! You talking who invisible what? In my house? Oh, hell. You going to be invisible in my house. You going to pay that rent.
Around here, you're invisible, you get a job.
Yeah. Who here invisible got a job? Got their own hair.
It just turns into a Def Jam comment. Who invisible? Make some noise. Where's where the invisible bitches at?
My dick's 7 feet long, but y'all gonna have to take my word for it. Invisible man, y'all, I'm out. Cut it. I ain't scared of y'all, because y'all can't see me. DJ, hit that one more time for me. Woo! Oh, I'm doing the Cabbage Patch right now, but y'all don't know. I didn't wear my gauze tonight. Hey, dick swanging.
Girl, you may be invisible, but I can't see that ass.
And what's with invisible bitches, am I right? What's up with these invisible bitches? You know when I say bitch, I ain't talking about all y'all.
Yeah.
But some of y'all some invisible bitches.
Every bitch invisible till it's time to complain about some bullshit. Now all of a sudden I can see the bitch.
You walk over and go, girl, I got this drink for you. And she goes, well, ain't no drink there. You go, bitch is invisible. I'm invisible man. But DJ, hit that shit. It was,
So,
yeah, where were
we
you
find out, okay, so we find out how he's invisible.
it's a real.
Wait, can I ask really quick? Because I want to know if either of you guys know the answer to this. Was that
about the movie last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're guys. We figured out whatever it is. You have a question?
was that supposed
Were
to be?
those guys brothers? I'm joking.
Was that supposed to be her sister's like ex-husband, and that was
No.
the daughter with the sister and the black guy, and they just weren't
No.
together anymore?
Oh,
I don't think so.
I don't think that was really ever fully explained. I don't
It was
know.
never explained,
That
but
was
I
sort
don't
of
think
my idea was that they were. That
Yeah,
was
it seemed like they were a split couple
No,
because they do have. She has a relationship with the guy.
No, here's why not. He said at one point, he goes, I've known you for 36 years. Like, he said something about how they were friends since they were
Oh,
kids.
he did. Okay.
Okay.
But who knows? That's what one of the things I'm bothered with the movie. There is so much shit they don't explain. For instance, that the Invisible Man can beat the living shit out of an entire team of cops. It's like, guys, show one thing.
Well, he graduated magna cum laude from Ninja Academy.
They never say it. It's
Well,
like,
no, you should. There was a diploma on the wall.
yeah. It's an Easter egg, bro.
Bro.
It's just so lazy in so many ways. Where it's just like you just have to believe that he has the power to do all of it. And it's like, no, I don't believe it. It's thin writing. That was my least favorite writing technique of all time. When we know it was, you know how we knew it was 2 weeks later, everybody, as Jay said earlier? It says on the screen, 2 weeks later. It's like, that is such an easy thing to do with dialogue. It's so lazy. Put a thing up on the screen that says 2 weeks later.
Can't believe it's been 2 weeks since I ran away from that place.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus Christ. But anyway, let's get to the meat of this. We find out that he's invisible not because of a serum or anything.
By the way, I feel like I knew this well before it was a reveal of any kind because I saw them in the beginning. In the very beginning of the movie, they show you these things.
Yeah.
And some real allusions to it, but he's rich in the field of optics and has figured out a suit See if they have a description of why this they believe this would work, fictitious reason why this would work in the movie. It's a suit that's like, like a Deadpool or a Spider-Man suit, but it's made out of tiny cameras.
Yeah. Or reflective. No, it's cameras, because the whole movie is cameras. The whole movie was about cameras.
Yeah.
And everything was security cameras, and they would always show footage for the cameras and the phone camera. So it's definitely tiny little cameras.
Oh, wait, it's saying right there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find the paragraph that...
I think it's right there.
Visible. It bends light is basically what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, non-intuitive optics.
So it's supposed to be that this bends light.
So you can't see him. It just...
By the way...
He's there.
By the way, he's also invisible in the pitch dark.
This is it right here, sorry.
Built out of polygonal panels, each embedded with a camera lens, Griffin's invisibility suit seems to employ an approach to invisibility that relies on brute force computation. Rather than bending the light around, Griffin's suit acts like a hyperactive camouflage by measuring incoming light and projecting it on the opposite side of his body. Okay, you know what? Hey, Newsweek, you just did a better job than the fucking movie did.
Yeah, they talked to an actual invisibility expert.
Yeah, like explain that.
Is that someone's job? Somebody's an invisibility expert?
I'm sure they're probably trying to figure out military things to make people, but like, there's always scientists working on projects.
No, there's nothing.
You don't think somebody's trying to figure it out?
Yeah,
out of all the billions of people in the world, you don't think that maybe somebody's trying to figure it out?
Yeah, somebody's definitely
invisibility. Yeah. You think people are trying to figure out human flight?
How to create
the power of flight?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's probably somebody working
100%.
on it.
To find a human that can just use their mind to fly.
No. The Army has jetpacks. You know what I mean? They're working on this stuff.
I'm not talking about jetpacks. I'm saying working on invisibility. There's no, it
I was
will never
just reading
happen.
something about the military
no.
and invisibility.
There is no way deep military, Section 8 clearance, whatever, isn't working on invisibility.
I'm not talking about
New
fucking.
technology
I'm not talking about no radar detection. I'm not talking about that.
I know what you're
I'm not talking
about.
about being stealth and camouflage or whatever. I'm starting talking about where you would look and all of a sudden you would disappear and the things behind you I would see. You're going to turn clear through light reflection. It'll never happen.
That'll never happen. I don't know that it'll happen. I'm saying they're definitely working on it.
It'll be like the at best. And this would be what it would be like the invisibility of Harry Potter, where you just see like a clear person. You have more of a shot that like the outline of a person, and you just.
And here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, this is what I mean about the movie not being fun at all. They ground it so much in reality, or they try to ground it so much in a certain reality that it's not fun. They could have still made this great commentary they made on abusive relationships, but put into it like, this guy's a mad scientist.
Yeah.
That still could have been a fun part of the movie.
That he actually had like a thing where he was like invisible. Yeah, he wasn't. He was a guy wearing a suit. It was so shitty.
And she could, and I like to make movies better, and I often do in my reviews. But she could have done it at the beginning of this thing when she was explaining to her friends how fucking crazy he is. She could have said, he's lost his shit. He thinks he's going to make himself invisible.
Yeah, it would have come up
could have
before.
been such a... Yes, exactly. She knew how to get into his lab. She knew all his codes, but she had no idea that he had a fucking invisibility suit.
So he was a bitch. He goes, hon, I've been working on this new suit. She goes, I don't want to hear about your suits. I mean, your little playland down there. Why don't you come here and hang out with me sometimes?
Yeah.
He goes, no, but it's pretty cool. It looks like I'm going to be able to have these tiny cameras refract light. She goes, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so just shut up. He goes, all right, that's fine.
So we walked out of the theater after the movie ended.
Yeah, we finished it.
Christina and our friend Chrissy were behind us.
Christina.
Oh, sorry, Christine. Sorry. See, because I'm used to calling you Evan. Sorry. Sorry. Christine and our friend Chrissy were behind us. Way behind us. You were like another floor. We were one of these weird.
Yeah, we were talking about how much we liked it, and
yeah, Jay and I rode down. Me and Jason entire ride down the escalator, laughing our balls off. Was the Invisible Man at a party when getting challenged on? It doesn't make sense that your suit with the cameras would make you invisible.
No, it's a bunch like Dude, it's really above my pay grade, honestly. I just built the fucking thing. But I mean, you're gonna have to talk. I mean, you're gonna have to jump on a trip to Asia, and good luck. doing that right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's just I could explain it. It's just I think it's boring. I don't want to.
It's dumb. It's a kit. I mean, it's really a kit. I just kind of put it. It's like a model. Picture a model.
He goes, that suit doesn't make sense. I don't want to be a dick. I don't like to talk about work when I'm not at work.
Yeah, he goes, it does make sense. I'm gonna disagree with you, but I'm not gonna get into a whole thing of why.
Agree to disagree. I'm invisible. No, you're not. I can see you.
No, I can tell you.
I'm invisible.
No, you think I know you think you're seeing me right now because I have the hood off, but you'll see. It's a whole different thing when I put the hood on. Also, if he's covered in cameras and panels, how could he see? Like, what was he seeing? It was like completely flush against his body.
Listen, you made a great fucking point 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, end this movie.
Which was, it's not about that you can't see him. It's that he's transparent and you can see what's behind him.
Yeah.
That is a great point. I didn't even think of that. I understand if the suit's like, well, no, Predator did that, but
if he could stand against that wall and it just look like more blue because it's some focusing of thing, like the fact that you'd see through the person that's a whole different thing. That's Invisible Man. Now we're back to mad scientist shit, not some jerk off making Spider-Man suits in his basement while he's beating up his fucking.
I just thought
his sixth wife.
Yeah. Like, bro, you made a suit to chase after this 5, and then on top of that, she's not portrayed as a woman that can stand up to this man or that has any sway over this man. She is portrayed as a complete victim of this man. So then your premise is paper thin when somebody goes, he's obsessed with you because you're the only one that ever said no. And it's like, she clearly isn't the only one that ever said. She lived as a captive with this guy. What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and there were several things that didn't quite add up. The end of the movie, which I don't know, which probably shouldn't spoil the very, very end thing, but it was just, I thought the movie was just on the nose. It was very obvious. It should have been called A Long, Slow Walk Around the House, because whatever it was a long, slow walk with very little payoff. Yeah. And then when you find out it is a suit, it just takes the whole, like the fact that everyone didn't believe her seems crazy. It was just no one checked on anything. These are all very, like, everything in the movie has zero, that's good. It's a good thing. There's zero consequence to the movie. There's no consequence to anything that happens in the movie. Everything moves on very quickly.
Go ahead.
I said she did it I thought she did such a great job at just playing, because it's like nobody checked on anything, because she sounds like a psychopath. Like she's running around town saying like my ex-boyfriend who killed himself is chasing me around in an invisible suit. She ends up in a mental institution. And it's like, nobody believes her because it's psychotic shit she's saying.
And I thought that was such a great commentary on abuse. I thought that was really, really well done. But then it's like, at the end of the day for me, it's lazy fucking writing. Cops don't run around pointing their gun with one hand. Any fucking schmuck knows that. They have 8 cops do the same thing with the gun, so he's able to overpower them. Lazy writing. She goes back to the house to find out his secrets. She knows every fucking code because she's guessing. Oh, maybe the day we met.
That was weird. I figured she knew the door code but he didn't change it.
Right. So she can just waltz through the front door, but to escape this guy, she's got to scale the back fucking ocean wall at the top of this movie. It's shit like that is just lazy fucking writing. Everything that she needed to happen happened conveniently without any real explanation. You got his fucking dink brother. Is dink a bad word to say?
Was he Asian?
No.
It's fine.
Is that an Asian term?
No. What do you mean?
Is dink a racial slur?
Am I in slow-moving traffic in Chinatown?
No, it's not, is it?
I think
What's the name of your sensei?
No,
not in the way you're using
Sensei
it.
Dink?
No, I know I don't mean it that way. I'm saying, is that a racial slur for Asian people?
I hope so. I've been wasting my time all these years.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
I can bring up the list of ethnic slurs on Wikipedia.
I think what I'm trying to say is this like queefy guy. I thought it meant like queef or whatever. But anyway, this queef, he's got this queef brother.
Like, oh, I'm your brother.
I see you have accomplished invisibility.
You finally get invisible.
Did you just call me Invisibro? No, Invisible.
Invisible.
Stop calling me Invisibro. That's not my name. It's the Invisible Man.
It's a nice Vietnam War slur.
Oh, okay. So I didn't.
Now I call them those spam spoon eaters.
And by the way, he's not Asian in the movie. I didn't mean it like that.
He's not
The
Asian.
point is he's got this queef brother who's like this little wormy lawyer guy. And then they reveal that the brother is also wearing the suit, as, you know, it's two of them working together. And the brother beats invisible or not, it's horseshit. He beats the living shit out of this cop she's living with, who is a 6'5" Adonis. The guy is I've never seen somebody in physical condition like this in my life. It's like, no, it's just not happening. It's like when I heard the Def Leppard drummer beat up his wife, and you're like, with one arm?
No.
Come on, bro.